Hey, hi, welcome. It's Meredith. I am here with our daily message for Monday, August 1st, 2022. Happy August, everyone. Woohoo! One of my favorite months of the year. We're using beautiful Rider-Waite deck for our message today. We're tuning into the energy atmosphere. You know that the sun is in Leo. The Leo card is missing from the lineup. Let me get that for you. The sun's in Leo. The moon is in Virgo. The moon has just come through its new phase. And we are all lit up. There's a lot going on in the cosmos, too. You're going to want to check out, I'm going to have to look this up real quick. Bear with me. Okay. So the Uranus-Mars North Node conjunction. It's at its strongest from July 30th, which was Saturday, through the 4th of August. I think we will cover that in the retrograde planet reading. So I'll do one of those as well. And we'll get into this Uranus conjunct Mars North Node business. Check it out for yourself, though, because I've had a lot of contact with a lot of people who, over the last number of days coming into the weekend, so the tail end of last week, I've had a lot of questions from my nearest and dearest people saying, what's going on? What is happening? Because it's a hot mess out there. So I encourage you all to look up at the skies and, again, take the most, this is what we focus on here, take and make the most of what's on offer to us. So even though some of the planetary alignments may be feeling less than ideal, there are a lot of silver linings on offer to us. So let's get into it. Our daily message for Monday, according to Tarot, first two cards. Ooh. Brace yourselves, folks. Three of Swords coming with the Ten of Swords. And I know some of you have all just taken one of those hesitant, fearful gasps at looking at these two cards. The good news here is we're looking at pain, loss, and sorrow of the past, and we're looking at the fallen master here on the Ten of Swords. It does not get more serious than this one right here, does it? 10 swords. Remember, though, this is the Ace of Swords to the power of 10. Brilliant clarity, everlasting strength, truth, integrity. And we've had so many cards in recent days, especially the unstable fives, showing up on repeat in a really stable environment, showing us what needs greater harmony, what requires unconditional loving kindness and compassion, and what we're moving into, and all the beautiful, lovely, amazing cards you can pull in tarot. So here we are with the Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, and what you can see here is the end of a cycle of the echo on pain, loss, and sorrow of the past. Isn't that just freaking awesome? Yes, jump up and down, people, because these two are saying you've done it, you've made it, you've done the work, you've made the investment in yourself. And no, it wasn't exactly simple. There were some slings and arrows along the way. And that's putting it mildly, I know. But it's been done. Now what, right? Perfect. Oh, cool. So one of the most psychic people I am blessed to know said something about this card just yesterday, actually, or the day before. Anyway, they were commenting on how this knight appears to be looking to the Pentacle for guidance. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles. He's the slowest mover. Slow and steady wins the race. He really does get a lay of the land. He looks at the horizon. There's not one thing that misses his field of awareness before he moves on. And I love the perspective of using the Ace of Coins as a compass, because it's going to lead you through every gateway of abundant opportunity into the manifestation of the fulfillment of the ever fulfilling energy of love, great love. So this is beautiful. What a wonderful momentum card, because while some people might want to look back over their shoulder at their 10 of Swords and their 3 of Swords, I feel that this is so much more a moment of recognizing we are at peace. We are at peace in some way with these 13 swords. Wow, right? So where is this going? I'm hearing Guns N' Roses right now. Where do we go now, sweet child of mine, right? So we had 4 cards fall out together, the first of which is, how beautiful, right into the Star. What a perfect card, because as you all know, the Star follows the Tower, and the 3 of Swords with the 10 of Swords could easily have an essence of Tower energy on it. What do we do as we move on from here and we take a look back peacefully with grace and ease? We dive deep into our creation energy. That's what's happening here on the Star. We have the strength to do this, to follow our guiding star. We've pulled these 3 swords out of this pierced heart. We've done the healing. We've gotten up from these 10 swords, gotten on our horse, and gazed into the compass of the Ace of Coins, and we're moving into our star moment. Fulfillment, divine feminine magical energy right there. And what are we looking at? Look at this, yet another portal energy on the 4 of Wands. So you know that the Ace of Coins, represented here with the Knight, is a gateway card. You step through a portal. And now with all this over here behind us and all of this in front of us in the now and on the horizon, this is where we're headed, right through this 1111 portal. Highly recommend you check out the retrograde planet readings. I've put them in a playlist for you on the channel. Go ahead and watch some of the most recent ones, and stay tuned for this Uranus Mars conjunct North Node reading, because my intuitive feeling is that it's going to provide some profound awareness for us. So here's our star energy. Our compass is leading us into the Star through the gateway on the 4 of Wands. Also, as we're coming into August, and I need to do a little more research on this, because at this time of year, everyone starts talking about the Lion's Gate on 8/8. And I need to brush up on that information. So perhaps we'll do a reading on that as well. But I'm feeling that energy here. Whatever is significant about that this time around, we're going to want to tune into. Next, look at this. My goodness. Talk about a full cup on overflow in love, bliss, joy, and happiness. The 4 of Wands, as you know, is the happiest card in the minor arcana, and it sits right next to the Ace of Cups. What better card to see when you start the reading with the hindsight of your 3 and 10 of Swords? That is magnificent. Perfect. Oh my gosh. And look, here's the Empress. This continues to happen. I don't see this with other card readers. It's one of these unique things to my tarot table, where the Empress comes out with the Ace of Cups. And I'm sure it does happen with other readers. For me personally, though, I don't witness this very often, though it's elsewhere. It seems to happen with regularity here. And the Ace of Cups sitting with the Empress, for me, is the water breaks. We are giving birth to. We have given life to. Now, I want to come back around to a reading. I think this happened last week. And the Empress was giving birth. The water broke with the Ace of Cups. It flows through the Mother of Tarot. And within that is pure, raw love. We're upgrading our frequency of love. What I find so interesting here is that the Star card is very much an investment of our unconditional love and happiness, our desire to passionately create on our foundation, which brings us the Four of Wands. So what we're seeing here is with the 3 and the 10 of Swords behind us and the guidance of, or the gateway of, the Ace of Coins and the Four of Wands, we are now creating in a whole new frequency. You get that? So think of the vibe on the 3 and the 10 and the challenges that accompanied those cards, our movement and our momentum through those challenges, arriving on the other side optimistic, right? Optimistic for fulfillment, joy, happiness, choosing optimistically, even at times when there is no evidence of, let's just say, proven results. We don't have any in these moments. And then we turn over cards like this. So if you're looking for a sign, here it is. Let's see what's next. I have goosebumps. I'm excited to see what the card is. Yeah, there we go. That's another thing that is happening on this tarot table frequently, is that the Star and the Magician show up in the same reading. And I see this as divine masculine, divine feminine energy in harmony, in concert. And this is the as above, so below. This is confirmation of us creating in a new vibe, a new frequency of greater joy, happiness, love, bliss, on overflow out of the Ace of Cups. And we are nurturing, giving birth to a magnificent experience within our sphere of influence and on our personal foundation. And it's tangible, it's real. We have the Ace of Coins there. We're making this real. As above, we're pulling from the ether. So below, it becomes. It is becoming. It's here, it's now. Wow. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. How is the universe supporting us in this beautiful flow of energy? Our first card is 8 of Coins. This is a message of encouragement, excuse me, from the universe at large. And it is keep doing what you're doing because it is working for you. So even if you don't have signs, even if you don't have any proof of result, remain optimistic, grounded to your love, bliss, joy, and happiness, and keep going. I know that the 8 of Coins is one of those, stereotyped cards in tarot that says, oh, ho hum, I'm just sitting here turning out coins. What you're doing is gaining self-mastery. You've brought a whole cycle, a whole frequency of life experience to fulfillment on that 10 of Swords. You've put down a frequency by coming into harmony and healing with your own self on the 3 of Swords so that you could co-create with the divine all everything that you are seeing over here. So keep doing what you're doing because it works for you. This is a card that strengthens us. Next we have, yeah, look at that. The 3 of Wands, beautiful. So we have the 3 and the 4. It's very progressive energy. And this for me is more confirmation of creating in a new vibe, a new frequency, because we have a stable 4, solid foundation that we chose our way to through happiness, and we are continuing to grow on our foundation in this vibe. Imagine how much more magnificent it will become. Yeah, there it is. Now there's the Page of Coins. We find ourselves in a new land, in a fresh energy, a brand new perspective. We may be somewhat untried, untested ourselves here, but we have a wealth of knowledge to bring to bear on whatever shows up in front of us. And this is a card too that says to continue investing in what grows. And this is what's growing. 4 of Wands, Star, Magician, Ace of Cups, Empress. And then we have, oh wow, I'm taking the next one too. We have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, and this is beautiful harmony. We have emotional awareness, intimacy, fulfillment with that Queen. This is us paying, this is us in receiving to, oh my goodness, I'll get it. This is us in receiving from the overflow of the Ace of Cups in an emotionally fulfilling way. She's awake, aware, alert, intelligent, exceptionally intimate. And then we have the Fire Queen right there in the Queen of Wands. She's raw, authentic, and she's passion, she's fire. So this is how we are existing in this new energy, emotionally fulfilled within self-relationship. So that's how we're showing up. And that is how we will be met within our sphere of influence. We can only attract more of this right here. And this is exquisite energy. Let's do angel answers. If you have a question, put it to this deck. Let the angels bring you a unique message just for you, or allow it to confirm what's here. First card. Look at this. This is one of our favorites. Big happy changes. We talk about this one so often, you know, and I'm just naturally putting it over here for space, though it's not lost on me that we chose the happiness to make the big changes that resulted in this 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords coming to completion, coming to fulfillment. We've begun a brand new cycle with this in our rear view mirror because we continue to choose happiness. I feel it's important to repeat, everything happens for us. Not to us or at us, it happens for us. Emphatically, yes. I love these cards. Next. We have abundance. Absolutely. This is a wonderful momentum and flow of energy, and there's a lot on offer to us here, and I feel it is wise for us to absolutely make the most of this astrological season. So look to the skies, see what's going on with the planets, and begin to know your own chart and work with it, play with it, really. My friend Kate and I, we've been challenging one another to manifest things in our days. And recently, I said, well, I'm going to manifest a dragonfly showing up and surprising me. And hers was an owl or a butterfly. And neither one of us received the butterfly or the owl or dragonfly in a way that we expected. So me, I'm thinking, yeah, you know, I'll drop the kayak in the water or something and it'll land on the kayak, and won't that be wonderful? Or so I had this whole idea of how it should go, and that didn't happen. Instead, I saw a dragonfly on a card deck. So that's how it showed up for me. And for Kate, it came around kind of sideways for her, even in a way where I had seen an image of an elephant and its ears were painted like a monarch butterfly, and I told her about it. And so it was unusual. And that's why I'm sharing the story, because there is an abundant variety of ways that the universe shows up, shows us the signs, the evidence that we are looking for. So play with this energy, have some fun with it, and see what an amazing manifester you are. And start with something fun and small, like a butterfly or a dragonfly or whatever it is for you. Go do it. And you know, do it with one of your friends too, because for Kate and I, this has been a source of great comedy. And then the trust card. Yeah. Trust divine wisdom, trust divine flow, and most especially trust your divine heart in that flow. From Wisdom of the Oracle, we had 2 cards come out of the shuffle. This is how our soulful presence is speaking with us today. Our first card is Imagine. Didn't I just speak about imagining? Yes, imagine what magnificent energy you are in manifestation with at this time, having upgraded your frequency. Coming with that is deep knowing. Yes. Imagine through your deep knowing. Whoa, right? Okay, final words on the reading from the Mermaid Oracle. 2 came out of that shuffle as well. Our first is healing. Oh, wow, yes, look. What are we doing? We're putting all this energy here. 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, to peace, to rest. And that is very healing. And the last, yeah, accept it. Accept that it's behind you. We talked about this recently. What does the ego want to continue ranting on about? The old story, that old narrative. We've shifted the frequency though, so accept that you have. You may have some habits to work yourself out of from telling that old story of those 13 swords right there, and you will. So accept the gorgeous healing energy on offer to you. Imagine your world in this new frequency through your deep knowing. Have a beautiful Monday, everyone. Peace, happiness, fun, playfulness, laughter. Namaste. Woohoo!